Good afternoon, everyone. You're still with us live here from the Pilipinas Live app. Now, that's Captain Kathleen Umal of FEU trying to recover from that loss against NU in 4 sets. And there you have Justice Makasaet of DLSZ, who scored 12 points in their last match against UE. What a turnout we have here as we see the games here. DLSZ versus FEUD at 11 a.m. And later on, we'll have Adamson versus Ateneo at 1 p.m. And lastly, for the Sunday showdown at 3 p.m., UE versus UST. We have a lot of girls volleyball today on this Sunday showdown. Very exciting times here. Thank you so much for tuning in on the Filipinas Live app. My name is Jamie Lavatoria at your service for today. Two teams coming off from good starts here as we have the team standings. Of course, NU at the top. So far, so good with 4 wins. DLSZ, 2 wins and 1 loss. And FEU, 1 win and 2 losses so far in season 88 for your girls volleyball division. But both teams wanting to add another win to their column today on this Sunday's showdown. Very exciting times. But there we have Udegbala, who scored 20 points in their last match, opposite Spiker, coming off hot from the right pin, and Jelian Laborte scoring 14 points in their last match in double digits. Very consistent player that we noticed in their game against UE. And these are the rising stars of the UAP putting up some spotlight. And we have DLSU Z versus FEU Diliman, the match at hand today.
Ladies and gentlemen, this is a first round matchup in the UAAP Season 88 Girls Volleyball. Let us meet our officials for this match. First referee, Mr. Ray Galve. Second referee, Mr. Hilde Guia. Let us now meet the starters. First, for the De La Salle Santiago Zobel Junior Lady Spikers. Middle blocker number 2, Aliana Valdez. Another middle blocker number 3, Azza Arado. Outside hitter number 7, Jel Laborte. Setter number 8, Sabine Valdez. Outside hitter, their team captain number 9, Yayen Alemania. Opposite hitter number 16, Zian Laborte. And the starting libero number 5, Angel Jaden Senizal. Coaching the Junior Lady Spikers is Jeremiah Monreal. It is time to meet the starters for the Far Eastern University Diliman Lady Baby Tamaraos. Outside hitter number 1, Alea Devosura. Middle blocker, their team captain number 11, Kat Umal. Opposite hitter number 15, MJ Udiegbala. Setter number 17, Jeddah Samaniego. Outside hitter number 19, Claire Bungo. Middle blocker number 20, Aliyah Ona. And the starting libero number 8, Prince Premailon. Coaching the Lady Baby Tamaraos is Joanne Bunag.
Now here are your starters for the Junior Lady Spikers. Arado Alemania, Valdez, Zean Laborte, Valdez, and their libero Senizal. Now as for the Baby Tamaraos, we have Udegbala, Ona, Devasora, Bongo, Umal Samaniego, and Premadon for your libero. Now both teams, the Baby Tamaraos, coming from a loss against NU And as for DLSZ, they defeated UE in 3 sets. So thank you so much for tuning in. My name is Jamie Lavatoria. Set 1, here we go for DLSZ versus FEU Diliman. Quadruple header for you today as we see Sabine Valdez, the starting setter for the junior lady spikers, had a very consistent performance in their last match against UE. She will start things off for DLSZ. Good serve by Sabine. And DLSZ is off to a strong start with a service ace, courtesy of Sabine Valdez. Targets Libero this time, pushes out to Ugyabala, and that does sail outside. 2-0 is our score in favor of DLSZ. Ugyabala trying to go down the line in that sequence. And that does sail outside for Sabine Valdez. Now up to serve here for FEU, Alea Devasora. That's a good receive by DLSZ. And Laborte, Zean Laborte breaking that block of FEU. Strong start here for DLSZ. Devasora up to serve. Good receive again by DLSZ. And that is blocked by DLSZ, Arado. And Arado with a quick attack. What a swing by Arado. No block for FEU. Consistent performance from DLSZ, especially in their last match. Alemania, their captain, now up to serve. And that does sail outside, point FEU. Now serving Ona for FEU. That's a good serve. Sabine goes to the right pin. And that is down the line for DLSZ. And Zean Laborte. Quick side outs here for DLSZ. That's their coach, Joanne Bunag of FEU. Rado up to serve. Udegbala now in the front row, taking advantage of that block. Good swing. MJ up to serve. That does not go past the net. That's MJ scoring big in their last match with 20 points against NU. Thrilling game that lasted in 4 sets. Zean Laborte up to serve. Samaniego goes to the left pin. And what a swing by Bongo. Zean Laborte. Another successful attack. That is Gel Laborte targeting zone 6. So far, so good for the junior lady spikers. Zean up to serve. Samaniego goes to the middle. Does not work. Sabine goes for a back row attack. But that does sail inside by Alemania. Now Bongo up to serve for FEU. Good serve. And another successful attack by Gel Laborte. Sabine so far, consistent setting coming from her. Attacking on all cylinders from the right pin, middle blockers. Shared load for Zobel. So unforced error by DLSZ. Point goes to FEU. Now up to serve for FEU. Kathleen Umal, their team captain. Exchange of errors between FEU and DLSZ. Valdez up to serve for DLSZ. It's a good serve. Samaniego goes to the left pin, doesn't work. Devasora. Laborte goes cross. What a swing by Udiegbala. It's a 1-2 play by Samaniego. It's a bit too long, that back row attack, but it does work for DLSZ. Sabine Valdez still targeting that back row attack. Smart placement for the junior lady spikers. Good serve. Goes to the left pin. Devasora. Joust at the net. And a push by Ona, the middle blocker of the baby Tamaraos. Samaniego, their setter, up to serve. It's a good receive by Alemania. It's their touch ball. So point will be rewarded to DLSZ with a block touch on Bongo, admitting to that one. Full front row for DLSZ. Sabine Valdez up to serve. Short serve by Sabine. Bump set by Samaniego. Udiegbala goes for that push. Sabine goes for that reverse set. And Alemania, what a smart play, breaking that block. Down by 4, timeout FEU. Still with us live here on the Filipinas Live app. Sabine Valdez, the playmaker for Zobel, up to serve. Samaniego, who does she go to? Udiegbala, a bit too tight. Bump set by Senezal. Alemania, yet again. Point DLSZ. Coach Joanne Bunag not too happy with the baby Tamaraos. No communication in this match. Still at the service line, Sabine Valdez. That's another ace for DLSZ. Up by 6 points here in set number 1. Marlon the libero of FEU. The ball just dropping right in front of her. Better receive. Reverse set by FEU. Finally, a side out for FEU. Devasora getting that point. Only down by 5 points here in set number 1. That's Zean Laborte with 8 points in their last match. And that serve by Devasora hits the antenna. DLSZ playing as a team. Alemania up to serve, their captain. Better receive for FEU. Udigbala now goes for that cross-court attack in zone 1. She scored 20 points, but she's so far been silenced by the attacking of DLSZ. Ona up to serve for FEU. That's a good serve, but even better received by DLSZ. Touched by Laborte, free ball, DLSZ. Udiegbala goes to that cross court. Good dig by Valdez. Another free ball for DLSZ. Tip goes in the campfire zone by Udiegbala. Giovanni actually now setting here for the baby Tamaraos, hoping to change things here in set number 1. Ona up to serve. That does sail outside. DLSZ now up by 5 points here in set number 1. Quite too many errors we're seeing on the side of the baby Tamaraos. Arado now up to serve for the junior lady spikers. Good receive. The quick attack by Umal. Jelianne Laborte not getting that ball past the net in that sequence. MJ up to serve for FEU. Goes for a jump serve. Good receive by DLSZ. That swing does sail outside for Gel Laborte, trying to go down the line. Giovanni coming off the bench here in the middle of set number 1. Changing and hoping to change the tempo here for FEU. And that does sail inside. First ace of FEU just falls right behind Alemania, their captain of DLSZ. FEU slowly catching up here. Jump serve by Odiebala. Laborte goes cross. Giovanni goes for a 1-2 play. Back-to-back points here for FEU. Only down by 1 point now. But DLSZ will now call for a timeout. You're still with us live here on the Pilipinas Live app. Back-to-back points here for FEU, but Coach Jeremiah Monreal had to call a timeout as FEU slowly gaining momentum here in set number 1. Odiagbala now up to serve for FEU. That's a great serve. Another ace for FEU. Scores 15 all here in set number 1. Targeting Gel Laborte. Udi Agbala very calm here in set number 1, just doing her job. Better reception by DLSZ. Back row attack by DLSZ. But that does go inside Alemania. DLSZ had a strong start in set number 1, but FEU is now in the lead by 1 point. Sabine goes to the right pin, and a power tip by Zean Laborte, breaking the momentum of FEU. Lefty opposite, Zean up to serve. That's a good serve. And Valdez taking advantage of that overpass. Premailon was there, but a little bit late in that sequence. Point will go to FEU after that missed serve by Zean Laborte. 17 all is our score here in set number 1. Bongo up to serve for FEU. And that does sail inside. Ace by FEU. Defenders of DLSZ, no communication in that rally. That's a good serve by Bongo. Middle attack by Valdez. Smart decision making by Sabine Valdez, their setter. Up to serve Gel Laborte. Giovanni goes to the middle. It's a free ball by DLSZ. That's a good set by Giovanni. Cross court, FEU. Sabine pushes it out to the left pin. And Alemania scores for DLSZ. That's their captain, DLSZ. Jan up to serve. Good serve. That's a back quick, but it's blocked by DLSZ. Monster block by Valdez. Premelon trying to get the coverage. Good serve. Targeting Devasora. Devasora is blocked. Bump set by France. Free ball, FEU. It's a combination play by Sabine Valdez. And Alemania gets the point for DLSZ. Timeout, FEU. Coach Joanne Bunag of FEU very active in that timeout. They had the lead just a few moments ago, but they are now down by 3 points here. Jelian Laborte still at the service line. Targeting Bongo, back row attack by MJ. Sabine pushes out to the left, pin. Free ball DLSZ. Devasotov with a tip. Giovanni goes to the middle. Good coverage by DLSZ. Sabine goes for the back row attack with the help of the net. Giovanni bumps it. Udigbala. Sabine goes to the middle. Doesn't work. The free ball FEU. Free ball DLSZ. Giovanni goes to the back row of Udigbala. Goes for that off-speed attack, but just does not get past the net in that sequence. DLSZ showing some consistency here in the latter part of set number 1. Jelly-Ann still at the service line. Tight receive by FEU. There's a net touch by DLSZ, so the point will be rewarded to the Baby Tamaraws. Now only down by 3 points. Jelly-Ann talking to her teammates, wanting to get this side out here. Captain Umal up to serve. Good receive by DLSZ. It's a quick side out for DLSZ. Captain Alemania going down the line. Now that's Sofia Asignacion, usually coming off the bench for DLSZ. It's a good serve. And that is a swing down the line for FEU. Much needed for the Baby Tamaraws. It's a good serve by FEU. It's a combination play by DLSZ. Udigbala goes cross court. Leave a net touch by Alemania. Oh, I believe Arado. Scraping the net. Giovanni doing the playmaking for FEU, coming off the bench. Bump set by Sabine. Good swing by Alemania. Giovanni goes to Udigbala, goes for that tip. And the point will be rewarded to FEU. Pressure pack moments here in the Blue Eagle Gym. Full front row for FEU. Good receive. Sabine goes for that 1-2 play. Sabine goes for a combination play, and a tip is successful for DLSZ. Set point, DLSZ. Full front row now for the junior lady spikers. Giovanni pushes it out to Udigbala, and what a dig by their libero. Back row attack, DLSZ. Good defense by DLSZ. Longest rally so far. Udigbala goes for that tip. It's a violation for DLSZ. Devasora back in for the Baby Tamaraws. Set point, DLSZ here in set number 1. Pressure-packed moments here in set number 1. Set point, DLSZ to serve Devasora. And that goes outside. DLSZ, your junior lady spikers, get set number 1 here in the Blue Eagle Gym. What a way to finish off set number 1, a seesaw battle between both teams. But DLSZ was able to prevail in set number 1. And there you have the scores, 25-23. We'll be back for more. Now here are your stats for set 1. DLSZ with 15 attacks and only 8 for FEU, but take a look at that. DLSZ actually tallied more errors with 12 in set number 1. Score was 23-25 in set number 1 in favor of DLSZ. So up to serve here for FEU. Giovanni will do the playmaking here. Came off the bench in set number 1. That does sail outside. Point will be rewarded to the junior lady spikers. No smiles we're seeing for FEU here after that set number 1. Very close call, but they tallied a lot of untimely, unforced errors as the setter of DLSZ, Sabine Valdez, serves in the net, an exchange of errors to start off set number 2. Perez now playing for the first time for FEU. Free ball, DLSZ. It's a good set by Giovanni. And a smart attack by Bongo from the left pin. What a swing. Good serve by Perez. And Zan Laborte, so far so good, a very consistent player. Lefty opposite for the junior lady spikers. Captain Alemania to serve for DLSZ. And that is another ace for DLSZ here. Lack of communication for FEU. Remaldon. Better receive. Giovanni goes to Udig Bala. And that is too wide for FEU. Sabine Valdez, their setter. doing a consistent performance, targeting France. Power tip by FEU. The free ball by Laborte to double contact on Jelian Laborte. Ona up to serve. Good receive by DLSZ. And another successful attack by Zean Laborte. Power attacks coming from her. Arado now up to serve for DLSZ. That does sail outside point FEU. Udir Bala scoring 20 points in their last match. Goes for zone 6. Laborte down the line. 1-2 play by Giovanni. Zean goes cross court. Back row attack by Udik Bala. Bump set by Senezal. And too strong by Zean Laborte. Trying to push that one over. No touch by Perez. Udik Bala still at the service line. Consistent receive by Senezal. And Jelian Laborte breaking that block of FEU. No coverage. Zean up to serve for DLSZ. That was a close one, but the point will be rewarded to FEU. 6-all is our score here in set number 2. 23-25 was the scores in set number 1 in favor of DLSZ. Good receive. And an even better attack by DLSZ. Valdez with a quick attack. No blocking for FEU in that sequence. Jelian Laborte now to serve for DLSZ. And that's another service ace for DLSZ. All smiles for the junior lady spikers. Target has been Premailon of FEU. That does go in the net. High risk, high reward for DLSZ. Now up to serve, team captain Kathleen Umal. Good serve, targeting Alemania. Out of system play by DLSZ. Giovanni pushes it out to the outside. And a block by the junior lady spikers, Sabine Valdez. What a performance coming from her. Taking charge and being that leader for the junior lady spikers. Now up to serve, Aliana Valdez. Too strong for Valdez. It's a full front row for FEU. Still the target, Jelian. What a swing. Even better dig by France. Valdez goes to the back row. On Laborte, the lefty opposite, causing a lot of problems for the baby Tamaraws. But that girl Sabine Valdez, knowing who to set at the right time. Smart playmaking for that girl on your screens. That's a good serve, targeting Udig Bala. Udig Bala goes for that cross court. Senazal was there. Laborte. Alemania, rather. That doesn't get past the net. No touch by DLSZ. Perez trying to go cross court. Down by 3. Timeout FEU. Coach Joanne Bunag of the Baby Tamara was not too happy in that timeout. The girls are down by 3. Sabine up to serve. Tobacco attack by Udig Bala. Sabine goes to the right on the Borte. Power tip for Zean Laborte of the Junior Lady Spikers. Earlier, she was going for those cross-court attacks, but changed speed and direction this time. Going for that tip. Still a full front row for DLSZ. Better received by France. Tip by Udig Bala, and it works. Point FEU. Getting that side out. Now only down by 3 points. It's a good serve by Perez. A quick attack, and that's inside. A quick attack by Arado. I think she was a bit shocked by her attack. Targeting zone 1. Corner pocket. Bernadine now in for FEU. Good receive. Sabine, combination play. The Borte goes for that tip. Udig Bala, free ball FEU. And that's outside. And it all started from the strong serve in that sequence. Alemania, captain up to serve. That's outside. Point FEU. Bernadine coming off the bench for FEU. Good serve, targeting Alemania. Laborte gets a hand on the block and is successful in that sequence. Giovanni trying to pump up her teammates. Orado off to serve. That's outside, too strong for DLSZ. Bala up to serve. Good receive by Alemania. And what a swing by FEU Bongo. Taking advantage of that one. Aggressive play. Still at the service line, Udig Bala. Good receive by Senezal. Zean attacks in the net for the junior lady spikers, rather. This is what happened in set number 1. FEU slowly creeping in here. Can DLSZ maintain this momentum? And that is too strong for Udiek Bala, MJ of FEU. Now serving Zean. An ace for DLSZ, Zean Laborte. FEU playing catch up in this entire match. That's a good serve by Zean. And that's another service ace by Zean Laborte. Up by 5 points now. Timeout FEU. Joanne Bunag of FEU not too happy with what she sees from her girls here this game. Senezal bump set, back row attack by Alemania. Bongo goes to zone 6. Laborte cross court. Giovanni goes to Udiek Bala. Back row attack. And a 1-2 play. But the players were there of DLSZ. Giovanni goes to the reverse set. Valdez goes to Laborte. And after that long rally, Laborte saves the day for DLSZ. These are the rising stars here in the UAP, showing some spotlight on the girls today. Laborte now serving. That's too strong. Momentum is high for Zean. And a substitution here. Limpot for DLSZ. Good serve by Bongo. Sabine goes to Salada. Free ball, FEU. Right pin. Jelian Laborte breaking that wall of FEU. Lack of press in that block by FEU. Laborte still at the service line. Good receive by FEU. Devasota cross. Good dig by Premailon. And it works for FEU. Udiek Bala has been silenced in this match. Had a double digits. Now Umal up to serve, their captain. Good receive by Senezal. Free ball, Lady Spikers. That's a tip by Bernadine for the Baby Tamaraws. Boston coming off the bench here in set number 2. Umal at the service line still. Better received by Jelian Laborte. Out of system play by Alemania. Pushes that outside. Giovanni Devasora attacking in the net. Point DLSZ. Asignacion, the serving specialist, usually coming during crucial times for DLSZ. Not the easiest of tasks to follow. Good serve by Asignacion. Back row attack by Udigbala. That goes outside. MJ not too happy with her performance in this game. DLSZ just on a roll. Limpot coming off the bench earlier. Sophia now up to serve. That goes outside. Point FEU. Giovanni full front row for FEU. Alemania goes cross court. Beautiful set by Giovanni, and there we go. Udigbala gets a clear attack down the line. We've been waiting for that attack this entire match for MJ. Giovanni still at the service line. Good receive by DLSZ. And a tip by Arado. Cross court by FEU Devasora. And Alemania targets Devasora. Point DLSZ. The first 6 back in here for DLSZ. Sabine Valdez, what a performance coming from her today. Very calm, collected setter here for Zabel. Free ball FEU. Sabine goes for that reverse set. Alemania cross court. And what a reverse set by Sabine Valdez. Set point DLSZ. Udigbala, where does she go? Outside, and DLSZ gets set number 2. All smiles for Zabel here. Consistency is what we're seeing from these girls, rising stars in the UAP. The score was a 23-25 in set number 1. And this one, a huge margin, 18-25 in favor of DLSZ. We'll be back for more.